I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. I choose love, love, love. Love, love, love. I choose it, love, love, love. Love, love, love. I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. I choose peace, 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 peace. Peace, peace, peace. I feel it, peace, 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 peace. I choose peace, 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 peace. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. I choose joy, joy, joy. I feel it, joy, joy, joy. Every day it's joy, joy, joy. I'm choosing joy, joy, joy. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet.
Good morning, Celebration Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you so much for your patience as we begin just a couple of minutes late. We have had some technical difficulties this morning, but we're here, we're warm, we have sound, all of these things were very iffy as of not very long ago. Oh, and I'm being timed out in the back, so apparently they're still iffy. What's up? No sound? Sound now? Is it on the live stream only? Okay, because I can hear myself in the room. Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right. There we go, maybe. Test, test, test. Thank y'all. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Anyways, we're here. We have sound-ish. We have heat-ish. So we are grateful is what I'm going with. I feel very grateful to be here in the room with y'all and to see all of your faces and also to be on the live stream with y'all and not see your faces but feel your presence and know that you are here. If you don't know me, I'm Reverend Chris Ashley. I'm the senior minister here at Celebration Center. And we are physically located in Falls Church, Virginia, but as y'all know, we are truly a global community with everything being held either hybrid, online, and in person or online only so that anybody can attend our services. Today, I mean, just over of beyond the moon because we have our beloved Reverend Faith Woods in the house today, speaking to us today on celebrating the triumphant journey. And y'all know, I adore Reverend Faith, and so I'm just so excited that she's here speaking with us today and praying with us and loving us, and that we get to love her right back. We also have a guest platform practitioner today, Judy Blaise, and she is coming to us from Iowa, and she will be on live stream, so y'all will see her in just a few minutes. And then for our music today, we have our music director, Lynn Hollyfield, and we have all angles. We have Nancy Newman and Hannah Sora as well today, so wonderful service in store. So if you're here in the room, go ahead and silence your cell phones if you have not already. But take them out, go on Facebook, go on YouTube, say hey to people in the chat, put all of those little comments and everything like that that you have into the chat if you would like. Also, after the service today, immediately following the service, we have the annual meeting. Please stay, just stay. And if you are on live stream, you can pop over to our Zoom room. If you go to celebrationcenter.org and click on Enter Zoom Events, it will take you right in there. There's no password, no needing to memorize anything. And we are going to be doing our annual meeting both in person and online directly. I mean, like immediately. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Stay in your seat. We'll do the annual meeting. I know that Janine has a lot of really wonderful things to say to us today. Also, we still have our gratitude bulletin board. If you're in the room, you can see it over on the left. It got moved. And so we have leaves up here with markers. So I invite you to put your gratitudes on the leaves, drop them in the basket, and we will put them on the gratitude board. If you are live streaming, go ahead and drop your gratitudes into the chat, and we will make a leaf for you and put it on our gratitude board as well. I will be putting a leaf up for sound and heat this morning. Also, we are beginning a new thing with Jen Fay, our practitioner. She is going to be doing Power of 8 healing circles. And this is based on the book Power of 8, and there is going to be a book study. But for now, it's this idea of the intentionality of getting together into small groups. Of course, it suggests 8, but any size. And setting intentionality and power behind whatever it is, whatever you're working towards, whatever's going on. Those are going to be Tuesday evenings after the meditation at 6:30. So stay tuned. We'll be giving you more information of exactly when that's going to start and what it's going to look like, but I'm super excited about it. Jen Fay is going to be leading that. Also, Soul Evolution Collaborative, Reverend Ryan's ministry, is doing 31 Days of Light for the month of December. And so if you're interested in signing up for that, it is just, they're going to live stream every day, they have a word for the day with a quote and a little bit about it, and then an activity for you to do the following day on that word. And so if you want to sign up there, you can go to soulevolutioncollaborative.org and get all of the information for that. So, without further ado, I invite you to recite our vision with me aloud. No? We do have a vision? Okay. We do have a vision. Here it is. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. Yes, we are. And so it is. And so now we welcome all angles.
Do a Karen Drucker song that she based on from a Native American chant, and this is called Thank You for This Day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. The blessing of this day. The blessing of this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. One more time. I'm grateful for this day.
Good morning. I'd love to welcome anyone who is joining us for the first time, whether in person or online. And if you are online, please say hi in the chat and let us know where you're from. And if you're here in the room, we'd love to welcome you and make you feel comfortable. So raise your hand and we'll bring a guest card to fill out. And thank you so much for coming. We look forward to getting to know you. So our practitioners have undergone a journey of spiritual growth and study to dedicate themselves to holding consciousness, the high consciousness of oneness, and knowing truth in every situation. We're available for prayer and one-on-one spiritual guidance sessions, so visit the website for more information. And speaking of prayer, we love to pray with you. There are a couple of different ways that we can do that. One is for you to send us an email at prayer@celebrationcenter.org. The other is to visit our website at celebrationcenter.org and click on the Request Affirmative Prayer. These prayers go to our Ministry of Prayer on Monday and to our practitioners and minister who pray throughout the week. So let's take a nice deep breath. And I have a few quotes today, a couple from Alan Watts. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. And the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. And from Marianne Redmacher, celebration has many different outfits, but she always wears the same beautiful dancing shoes. And from Petra Pohe, here's to walking my own path. Here's to claiming my birthright, my sovereign power. Here's to walking the sacred ground. Here, to break down any walls between the self and the higher calling. May every prayer be a celebration. May every prayer be a celebration. So let us pray. As we take a nice deep breath together, we move into that place deep within where we feel that sense of utter peace. That place that is clear, clean, pure, where the wellspring of divine love pours through our entire being and out into the world, through our heart, through our mind, through our feelings, through our thoughts. For we are the expression, the divine expression of that one. And that one is that source that moves in and through all of creation, the source of this power to create, this power to pour its love through every aspect of life itself. We know that this power of the one source that we call God is who we are. It is infinite wisdom, the omniscience, the knowing, the absolute containment of all that is, the one mind of which we partake. And we know that this same power is the power of perfect, infinite, unconditional love. Love that is the nurturing source of all that is, that continues to flow through our lives and create the path of light in front of us. So this is the one power that is moving in and through everything. And so we are of that power. We have the power to create with our word, with our alignment with the one source. We have the power to feel love for all that is without condition. And we have the power to know the truth. So we are these beings of light. We are these beings of wholeness. We are these beings of love. And as such, we know that as we speak our word, this word is the word of God. So I lovingly speak the word for each of us here in this beautiful community, knowing that there is nothing to obstruct our path in this moment. This present moment has every potentiality in the universe right here, right now. And I know that every single aspect of our lives is now blessed with radiant wholeness, perfect health. And that abundance and well-being flows through every aspect of our life because I am declaring this to be the truth of who we are here in this moment. And this moment is eternal. And I know that everyone who has sent a request for prayer is now feeling the healing, feeling that direction, that power of perfection in their lives right now. That whatever it is that is causing discomfort or dis-ease is completely dissolved in the power of this beautiful light that we are as we speak the truth. And I know that everything about this service this morning is so blessed. It's just full of light and beauty and inspiration. And I open to that. I open to be that light and allow more light to shine through me each moment. And so in this beautiful space of absolute wholeness, of infinite abundance, and of unconditional love. I simply know that all is in perfect divine order right here, right now. And I allow this word to be acted upon by that immutable law as I surrender it. I release it. I let it go. Now. And so it is.
Okay, I'd like to do this beautiful song called Thanksgiving by Mary Chapin Carpenter. Grateful for each hand we hold, gathered round this table. From far and near we travel home, blessed that we are able. Grateful for this sheltered place, with light in every window. Say welcome, welcome, share this feast. Come in away from sorrow. Father, mother, daughter, son, neighbor, friend, and friendless, all together, everyone, in the gift of loving kindness. Grateful for what's understood and all that is forgiven. We try so hard to be good, to lead a life worth living. Father, mother, daughter, son, neighbor, friend, and friendless, all together, everyone, in the gift of loving kindness. Grateful for each hand we hold, gathered round this table.
Ooh, that feels better to me, and I'm sorry that you still need your masks on. But I appreciate also the safetiness of this time and people's willingness to be safe during this time. So I am Reverend Faith Woods, for those of you who don't know me. Oh, you already know me because it's up there. So I don't have to do that. I am grateful to be here with you today and trust that our time together is fulfilling and enriching for each and every person. And I'm so grateful for the music, for the prayers that have already been said. And it is like I have said, you've heard me say many times before, what I've said has already been said. And what I'm going to say has already been said. But you'll hear it again, and I hope that you hear it in a new way and it touches your heart somehow. So this morning we're being invited this month was breathe in the view. And when I read those words, I was kind of taken aback because breathe in the view. When we're viewing things, we think of our eyes, don't we? We think of our eyes and seeing, not breathing. But when we think of breathing in, we begin to understand that there is something inside of us that is connecting to that. Because if we breathe in, we're connecting to something else. So this breath of life itself we can see through our eyes, ears, bodies, touches. We can take it all in. We're invited to do that. I really liked that because it was creative and imaginative to me, and it made me think outside the box. And things that make us think differently are enhancing our life somehow. On a recent walk, I had this experience of what I call a magical experience, and I would bet that you all have magical experiences, and you may want to tell us one after this talk. We'll have a short time to share. So there's going to be a test. You can tell me what you liked most about this time together. But it was a magical day. It was bright and sunny, and I saw colors that were brilliant because the sun was shining right on them. The reds were really red, the oranges were really orange, the yellows and the greens, and the wind was blowing, and I love the wind. It's a touchstone for me. So the wind was inviting the leaves to leave the tree, and the leaves began falling, and it almost was like a shower of leaves because there were that many, and they were continuous for most of my walk, which was very interesting, that this wind was continually inviting these leaves to rain down on the earth. And all of a sudden I realized that the wind was giving the leaves a voice. The leaves were inviting the leaves. The wind was inviting the leaves to have a voice in the world. And as they come down, and then I thought about the rustles that they make when we walk over them, and the path that we walk and spread them. But then I realized too, the leaves were blanketing the earth. They're blanketing the earth, and they're willing to give back their nutrients and their life to enrich the soil and to protect little plants from the cold and the weather. So it was the cosmos right here in this walk, in this moment of life becoming life-giving and life-receiving. Because that's what we're about. We're about giving and receiving life. Each time we take a breath, we're able to give one away. We breathe in, and then we give it away. And that invites the circle, that cycle of life to continue. So today we're celebrating a triumphant journey, and for me that meant that I am to celebrate where I am in my life at any given moment, the triumphant journey, because I'm here. I am here to experience, and I'm here to celebrate. And I loved Reverend Chris's message previously when she said, here I am at Celebration Center, and I forget to celebrate. Don't we do that? We forget sometimes, so we're invited to wake up. Wake up. You know, we all have a favorite day of the week or a favorite time of the year, but I have come to the conclusion for me that it is today. I'm borrowing from Winnie the Pooh stories. Today is always my favorite day, and this season is becoming my favorite season. We all have favorite colors. So mine have been on the blues and the yellows and such, and orange was not always but I'm loving orange now. I'm just loving oranges and reds and depth, the colors. So how good it is to be able to look at something and be grateful for it, no matter what color, no matter what time of year, no matter how that person is barking at me or, telling me I shouldn't come over in his lane or whatever it is that's happening. Just to celebrate, to be here and to be open. And the truth is that we come here and we are creative beings. We are hardwired to create. In this philosophy, we learn that our thoughts are creative and that we can shift our view to see something new and different. So as we do that, we realize we are creating all the time, consciously or unconsciously. And we're always at choice with that. You know, I can consciously know, and my heart can say, oh, I wish I weren't in this argument right now, as I am yelling at the person across the table. Right? I have a choice, but sometimes the human condition seems to override this. And I say that knowing that we're spiritual beings, have a spiritual experience in a spiritual world with spiritual laws. That's the real truth. It's not about human being having a spiritual experience. Well, we are having an experience. I'm not going to deny that. But we are still spiritual beings, and we're still spirit in a spiritual world. And we can make choices from that place rather than another place. So our global vision says that we envision humanity awakening to its magnificence. And that's what I want to invite you to do today. Remember how magnificent you are, the gifts that you bring forward. And we negate our gifts because we think they're so easy for us. How could this be a gift if it is so easy for me to do? To sing, to paint, to draw, to be generous. How, if it's easy, is it really worthy? And I want you to know it is. And that's what you are to celebrate. The gift that you have to bring forth into the world. A smile in the grocery store to someone. Have you ever noticed babies in the or young ones at the grocery store, and you just look at them and they smile? That's all it takes. You just have to notice and do something, and they smile back at you and invite you to be with them. They have no problem saying, I'm here and I'm good. You know, it's only when we get older that we have a tendency to say that. So I want to tell you a little tale about a Hasidic rabbi who was on the way to his village to share some of his wisdom and teachings. And as famous as he was, the people of the village were very, very excited. And they were getting together in groups, families, mothers, children, family, husbands, wives, groups going, what do we want to know? What is mine to know? How can I learn? What is the most I can learn from this rabbi? And they wanted their questions to be really pithy so that they could get the answers that they wanted. And the day came and the rabbi came to town, and all of a sudden he was introduced into this room that was filled with people. And he walked up and he looked at everyone. He glanced around the room and he began to hum a little tune. And he hummed the tune, and he kept repeating this little tune. And what happens when someone's repeating a little tune? We start to learn it, and we join in. And one by one, people started humming this tune with the rabbi until the whole room was humming. And can you feel the hum? Can you hum, just feel that? And all of a sudden, as the room was humming, he began to throw up his arm, lift his hand, and just move a little bit. And then he started walking around the room, dancing around the room. And what happens when someone's just humming and dancing around the room? People join in, and they start dancing around the room. So one by one, everyone was up out of their seats and dancing with the rabbi. And something magical happened. Something holy and sacred happened in that room. There was a healing that happened. And the people were filled with glee, and they were excited and enthused as they were dancing and felt this sacred, holy experience. And soon it was time for the rabbi to bring them back. And so he brought them down slowly, and they went back to their seats. And he looked at them. He looked at them. And he said, I see that I have answered all your questions. And he left. And that's a story from the book, The Sacred Shaman. But it touches me because it talks to the spirit within us, communing together as a group and learning from one another without being able to put it into words, without knowing why something is shifting and changing in us, not knowing even how it might affect our daily lives, but we know we have been changed. And it's been a holy and sacred change for good. So these groups of 8 that are going to be here soon, or a group that you might want to join somewhere, you never know where this learning is going to come from. But if you bring your holy self there and fully participate, it can't help but shift and change your journey and the journey of others. So this is what I know for sure. There is one life, one presence, one God, one intelligence, one, whatever you call it, supreme being, something bigger than me. Sometimes I call it that. There's something bigger than me. And it doesn't care what you call it, but there is only one. The other thing, even when I didn't believe in religion, I believed that there was a higher power than I was. I believed something was going on. It took me a while to find here, and we're all here because we believe in a philosophy of goodness and wholeness and oneness. Or if you're new, maybe you don't know all the philosophy yet, but it is a loving, kind philosophy, and I found I could grow and live into it, where I couldn't some of the other places I had visited. So the other thing I believe is that our bodies are way too small for the spirits that are animating us. We are far bigger than this physical form. So I might shrink a little bit and pull my energy in, but still I think I'm out there. The whole me is out here somewhere. You know, people see auras. That's not in our body. People have all kinds of ways of feeling this. And so the whole point of saying this is that we bump up against each other way out here. When you're in the room and I'm in the room, we know there's a space where we meet. We feel it. And we've even gone to say, you're in my space, right? If we don't like what's going on, we invite people to go out of our space, but we see this, we're so much bigger. We cannot help but be with one another. I don't think we have control over that. So I am with you now. You know, and Jesus said this in the Bible, didn't he? I am with you until the end of time, which we know there's no end of time. I am with you. So the energy is here always. When people leave the planet, die, we still feel them around us sometimes. I don't know about you, but I walk by my mom and dad's pictures and I go, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Do you have anything to say to me today? You know, they're there. I just can't see them the way I used to. Rumi talked about the drop of water from the ocean being the whole ocean. In other words, having all the same attributes as the ocean. And we, as divine entities of one mind, one presence, have all of the traits of spirit within us. We have that. We all show them up differently, which is what is the beauty of this place that we play in. And it is a place of play. I loved the reading or the quote that we get caught up in things that Spirit wanted us to play with. So let's not be confused anymore. Let's recognize that we are here for creativity and enjoyment and peace and love and light. So John O'Donohue quoted Meister Eckhart in an interview on the show On Being. It's a public radio show, I believe. And he said, Meister Eckhart said, there's a place in the soul where neither time nor space nor no created thing can touch. He said that means we're more than our name and our birth date, more than our resume. And he goes on to say, I believe that means there's a place in you where you have never been wounded. There's a sureness in that place where you know that you know. There's a seamlessness in you. So we're not contained here. We're seamless, and we go together. And there is confidence and tranquility. Confidence and tranquility. And he then puts this in the context of, I think, the intention of prayer and spirituality and love. This intention that we have to be spiritual, to pray, to love, is a place that we need to visit. Our inner sanctuary is a place we need to visit. And that's why we go inside to practice these. Now, freedom is our birthright too. Being creative is a given. We come in hardwired to create. But we have the freedom of choice to do that or not, consciously or not. Consciously or not. I want to kind of leave you with a few practices. I love practices. I wish I did them as regularly as I'd love you all to do them. My practices switch up sometimes. But we know that one, we've heard today from Lynn already and the singers, of gratitude. Gratitude. I'm not going to go into how to do these because most of you have heard these before. And if you haven't and you want to know how to practice any of these, you can see me or Reverend Chris afterwards. But doing gratitude for everything that we are, everything we have been, and everything yet to be. Let's do some gratitude and be grateful for who we are. Be joy-filled and celebrate. Number 2, joy-filled and celebrate. Where there is joy, God is there. God, you can't be joyful and not have God around. Now, I don't know if you've ever put it in those terms, but when you're laughing with your grandkids at Thanksgiving or playing a game and seeing something funny in the game and laughing, celebrating, God is there. So be joy-filled. Find some joy. In fact, in our morning get-togethers, one of the questions is, what will bring you joy today? What are you doing to put yourself in a space of joy today? The other one, well, there's 2 more actually. I added a 4th one just a minute ago. The 3rd one is continue to grow. Be curious, be imaginative, and grow. Find a way to learn something new. It expands your horizons greatly, and it can make you smile and joyful also. There are so many ways to find ways to grow. In this time of technology, find a YouTube, It's easy and it's quick. None of these take too much time, really. Be of generous spirit. You be of generous spirit. We have so much, and let's share it. Let's share our happiness, our wealth, our knowing, whatever it is. Be of generous spirit. There is a beautiful quote that I remember that says that angels can fly because they can take themselves lightly. Angels can fly because they take themselves lightly. And so I'm going to invite you also to take yourselves lightly. Don't be so serious about this. It's a time of year when we can be serious, and believe me, I have my own things coming up that I can get pretty serious about. But I am going to listen to this. I'm going to take this talk with me to my celebration. How's that? To my Thanksgiving celebration. So, hold a new awareness of yourself. Take yourself lightly. Be generous. Be grateful. Find ways. If you need help, call us. Everyone here wants the same thing, really. Call a friend, call Reverend Chris, call me. Call Tim, call Terry, call someone. And we'll be there for you. I'm leaving you with an affirmation that says, I am a vessel of divine love. So I'm going to invite you to listen to it one more time. I am a vessel of divine love. And I'd like to invite you to put your hand on your heart and say that with me. I am a vessel of divine love. And so you can keep your hand on your heart and cast your eyes down if you're willing, if that's comfortable for you, and just know that there is that one life, one presence, one. Only one. That we are here made of stardust. We are here made of the same thing that everything else is made of, and that is the presence of love, and joy, and peace. Those attributes of God. We have them in us, as us, and through us. There is no way we can escape it. And yet we can choose to look in another direction. And so today I speak a word that each one here chooses to see themselves as fully orbed in the mind of spirit, fully orbed, loved, and celebrated. And as such, walks with a new purpose in life, here and now. Life is good. Let us walk in the light. Let us walk lightly. And let us feel the love and peace and joy that is ours to feel. These words are in a law. They go into that law each as I speak them. And I know that Spirit knows exactly what is in my heart and in your heart and brings them forth in a meaningful way, ready for us to live into. So I fully release them by saying, and so it is. And we have a little bit of time for Tell Us. Remember I said there'd be a quiz? So if there is anything that spoke to you from this that you would like to share with anyone else, or what sparks you, what causes you to walk lightly on this earth, magic moments in your life, you're invited to come up and share.
Shocking. I'm Janine. You're going to hear more from me in a little bit. I'm the president of the Leadership Council. Sometimes my mind works in funny ways, and so I'm sharing a funny with you. It's literally from the funnies. Does anybody here read the Sunday comics?
Friend of who?
The Sunday comics. And I read an old one yesterday, and so I just love this because it's just a delightful reminder that we live in a marvelous, as Reverend Chris says, multiverse. My favorite strip in the Sunday comics is Brewster Rocket's Space Guy. And sometimes he has something interesting to say. And the one I caught yesterday, they were talking about some of the discoveries that scientists have made of galaxies and worlds beyond what we know. And there's some kind of a cluster that they've discovered that has a chemical composition that indicates that this cluster smells like raspberries. How awesome is that? And there's this other indication that there's a world somewhere out there circling around some other sun, many, many, many light years from here, that indicates that the surface is made of diamonds.
Ooh.
Diamonds. And then, because it is the comics, it goes on to say that there's a planet where the stuff that falls out of the sky is glass, raining glass. And the guy that is imagination standing on that planet says, I wish I was at this other planet. Well, he shows up at the other planet and it's raining lava. So best wishes, faulty outcome. Why am I saying this? I'm grateful for this universe. I'm grateful for ongoing discoveries. I'm really grateful for science. I love science, and it just completely animates me, so thank you.
Anyone else? Come on up. Harrison.
It's funny how I find my hand going up, and whoa, I didn't even realize I put it up almost. I love the image, Reverend Faith, of the leaves falling and knowing this is the great cycle of life. Life is flowing, and we open up to it, and the wind's blowing. But also the thought comes to me that this great poem by Rumi, where meet whatever shows up at your door, laughing, and even though it comes in to mess up your house, light it on it. But I think we have to give ourselves permission before we can say yes to all that stuff. We have to be able to say no, and really stomp our feet and just go, no, 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 no. And I'm not going to open that door. I'm not going to let that in. I'm not going to let go of my anger. I'm not going to let go of my suffering. And then maybe we'll go, hey, wait a minute. I'm not going to let go of my anger. I'm not going to let go of my suffering. Maybe I want to open that door and just not resist and just laugh with the universe and let the cycle of life, let the leaves blow through, because it's just part of life. So that was the thought I had with the falling leaves.
Thank you. Thank you. Pardon? We have one online. Okay. Did you want me to read this? This one says, I am grateful every day as I remind myself to let go and let the greater good prevail. Brenda. Hi, Brenda.
Is that Brenda photography, Brenda?
I think so, yes. Yes. Great pictures. Thank you. Thank you. I have to remember she's there. So we really appreciate Facebook and YouTube and all of the places that let us see other people, so to speak, and be with other people. So the connection is far more reaching than those of us in this room. Okay, no one else? Then I think we're on to music, right? Thank you.
Yeah. All right. We're going to do a song called Grateful for Gratitude. So thank you,
Meta
Reverend Faith.
gratefulness.
Yeah. Holy Mother, Father God, thank you for your healing love. Holy Sacred Light Divine, thank you for this life of mine. Here I go. Whoa, whoa, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude. Grateful for gratitude. Grateful for gratitude. And being here with you today makes makes me come alive and say, we are here and we are part of the one infinite heart. Here I go. Whoa, whoa, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude. Grateful for gratitude. Grateful for gratitude.
Thank y'all. Oh, I love that song. Grateful for gratitude. Yes. So, this is the time in our service for our offerings and our gifts, with the reminder that your very presence, whether you're here in this physical space or if you're watching us online now, or if you're watching a recording and another now, that is really just this now, because that's the only thing that there is now, that your very presence, your way of showing up and being here and loving and serving and offering your time and your talents and your treasures, that all of that is a gift and an offering to the center. So with that, we also are a tithing community. We tithe 10% out, and we also recommend the art and gift of tithing. And so you can give, if you feel so led, at celebrationcenter.org/donate. We also have baskets on the side of the room if you're here in person, with envelopes. And metaphorically, I invite you to just bring all that you bring to the center up to your heart, and let us say our offertory affirmation together. I open my heart to give and receive the blessings that our spirits promise to me. As I do, the entire universe conspires to give me an abundant life, and I open to accept it. And so it is. Now we have Judy for treatment. Blessing.
These gifts that come from the generosity of spirit within us, as we are vessels of this great love. And I know that each of these gifts brings with it that love, that divine love that inspires every action of every human being. I'm grateful that as we give, we so receive. And I know that each one of us is blessed 100-fold with everything that we could possibly desire. For the energy of this generosity moves in and through these gifts and through everything that these gifts touch from this moment on. So in love and gratitude, I just simply give thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
Okay, our closing song is going to be Come Together by Lainey Bernstein and Michael Gott. Come together, heart and soul, as we love together. Young and old, we will sing together, together in one song. Come together from different worlds, we are drawn together. In our own way, we can pray together. Together we are strong. I see God in you. You see God in me. One path, one vision, one family. We can come together, dreams in hand. We are drawn together to build a place we can grow together. Together we are home. Together we are home. Together we are home. Together we are home.
I don't think it's going to come off right now. I think it's stuck with tape. So there we have, I have a new earring. Okay, it's time for our benediction. And I'm going to invite you to stand because you've been sitting long enough. If you're comfortable standing and able. And I'm going to invite you to stretch your arms up because you need to stretch a little bit after sitting so long. And say with me, I am a divine vessel of love. And without getting too close and upfront and personal, I want you just to look at another person and go, you are a divine vessel of love. And claim that for everyone. We are a divine vessel of love. And we take this out into the world as we leave this room, knowing that these blessings and love go with us and pave the way, and so it is.
Okay, so now is time for our annual meeting. So if you are on live stream right now, I invite you over to Zoom. So go to celebrationcenter.org. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. And then over on the right side, just right on the home screen, it's going to say Enter Zoom Events. And you click that button, and you will get into our annual meeting. If you are here in the room, just hang out, stay seated. Here comes Janine Ballou, our beloved Leadership Council president, and give us 2 minutes. So if you have to run to the restroom, now's the time to do it, but 2 minutes so that we can get on Zoom and get ready to go.